Welcome back to Learn English with Sara, the place where learning English through meaningful topics becomes simple, natural, and enjoyable. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Before we begin, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let your mind open to new ideas. Today, we're going to talk about something deeply human, something we all carry inside us, no matter where we live or what language we speak. Today's topic is dreams and goals, and together we'll explore how to express your hopes for the future in clear, natural English, while also reflecting on what those dreams mean in your life. When you meet someone new, especially in English-speaking environments, people often ask questions like, "What are your plans?" or "What do you want to do in the future?" These questions can feel big, even overwhelming, especially if English isn't your first language. Sometimes you know exactly what you want, but the words just won't come out the way you hope. That's why this video is here, to give you the confidence to talk about your dreams in English in a way that feels natural, personal, and true to who you are. Let's begin with a simple idea. A dream is something your heart reaches for. It can be something big like traveling the world, writing a book, or changing your career. It can also be something small but meaningful, like becoming more confident, learning a new skill, or improving your relationships. A goal is a little different. A goal is the step-by-step action, the plan, the small but powerful movement that turns your dream into reality. If a dream is the destination, a goal is the path you walk to get there. To express your dreams in English, you can use phrases like, "I dream of," "My dream is to," or "One day I want to." These are soft, gentle ways of telling someone what you hope for. You might say, "I dream of visiting another country," or "My dream is to become more confident when speaking English." When you say these sentences out loud, your dream becomes clearer, more alive. Now let's talk about goals. Goals feel more practical, more specific. You can express them in English using phrases like, "My goal is to," "I'm planning to," or "I'm working toward." For example, "My goal is to study English for 20 minutes every night," or "I'm planning to save money for a trip next year." These kinds of sentences show that you're not just wishing, you're moving. To make this idea more real, imagine someone like Crystal, a young woman who had a dream of studying abroad. She wasn't sure how to start. Her English wasn't strong yet, she didn't have much money, and she had never traveled alone. Her dream felt distant, but she decided to create small goals. She studied English every day, saved a little money each month, and researched different schools. After a year of consistent effort, her dream became real. She received an acceptance letter, packed her bags, and stepped into a new chapter of her life. That story reminds us that dreams grow stronger when we support them with clear goals. That story reminds us that dreams grow stronger when we support them with clear goals. It's also important to remember that you don't always need perfect confidence to talk about your dreams. In English, you can use softer phrases like, "I'm thinking about," or "I'd love to." These phrases help you express ideas you're still exploring. For example, "I'm thinking about starting a new hobby," or "I'd love to move to a different city someday." Saying "one day, I want to" also gives you space. It feels calm, gentle, and patient. Not every dream needs to happen soon. Some dreams need time to grow. As you learn how to express your dreams, you also learn how to express your emotions. When someone asks, "Why is that your dream?" you can use the word "because" to open your heart a little more. It could sound like, "My dream is to live near the ocean because the sound of the waves makes me feel peaceful," or "My goal is to learn English because I want to meet people from different countries." Adding a simple "because" makes your answer richer, more personal, more meaningful. Talking about dreams is not just about vocabulary, it's about courage. It's about learning to share what matters to you. You don't have to reveal everything. You can share just one dream or one goal. Conversations flow best when you speak from your heart, listen carefully, and let the moment unfold naturally. And before we close this first part, I want you to hold on to one simple truth. Your dreams are yours. They don't need to look like anyone else's dreams. They don't need to make sense to everyone. What matters is that they feel true to you. Speaking them aloud is the first step toward bringing them to life. When we talk about dreams and goals, it's helpful to explore the different shapes they can take. Some dreams are about career growth. You may want to become a manager, start your own business, or change your profession entirely. You can express this naturally by saying things like, I hope to grow in my career, or my long-term goal is to become a designer. Other dreams are about travel. Many people say, I dream of visiting Europe, or one day I want to see the Northern Lights. These dreams open your mind to possibility and help you imagine a bigger world. Then there are dreams connected to family, dreams of love, stability, connection. You might say, I hope to start a family someday, or my dream is to create a warm home for the people I love. Some dreams are connected to learning, like finishing a degree or studying abroad. Others are about health and personal growth. You may hope to exercise more, eat healthier, or build confidence. And there are creative dreams too, like learning to paint, writing a book, or playing a musical instrument. No matter what your dream is, the important part is that you acknowledge it and allow yourself to imagine what it would feel like if it came true. But dreams don't appear magically in your life. There are always obstacles, things that make the path harder or slower. These challenges might be lack of time, money, confidence, or support. Sometimes they come from outside circumstances, and sometimes they come from your own thoughts. It's normal to feel discouraged or unsure. Instead of saying, I can't do it, try using phrases like, it's challenging, but I'm not giving up, or I'm finding ways to make progress. These sentences show resilience, determination, and hope. And when you speak this way, you strengthen your motivation instead of weakening it. Sometimes the most powerful progress comes from celebrating small wins. A small win might be finishing an English lesson, having a short conversation in English, saving a little money, or practicing a new skill for a few minutes. When you recognize small wins, you give yourself encouragement. You can say, I'm proud of myself because I studied English every day this week, or I achieved my goal of reading an English article today. These small victories create momentum and make big dreams feel less intimidating. Sharing your dreams with others is another important step. It might feel scary to talk about something personal, especially if you're afraid of judgment. But speaking your dreams out loud gives them strength. You can say, I wanted to tell you that I'm planning to take a course, or I'm excited to share that I'm working on my goals. And if someone responds negatively, you can simply say, I understand your opinion, but this is meaningful to me. That response is calm, respectful, and powerful. It protects your dream without starting conflict. Let me share another story. A story about Jesse, a young man whose dream was to become a professional soccer player. He practiced every day, trained hard, and imagined a future where he played in stadiums filled with cheering fans. But at 18, he injured his knee, and the doctor told him he could no longer chase that dream in the way he had imagined. At first, he felt lost. His dream felt like it had died. But with time, he realized something important. Even if the original dream couldn't happen, the passion behind it was still alive. He began coaching young children and teaching them the sport he loved. Now, years later, he has a team of 20 kids, and he finds joy in watching them grow. His dream didn't disappear, it transformed. Sometimes dreams need to change shape, and that's okay. Another helpful way to move closer to your dreams is by setting clear goals using the SMART method. A goal is more powerful when it is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, I want to improve my English, you might say, I'm going to practice speaking English for 20 minutes 3 times a week for the next 2 months. This kind of goal gives you direction and clarity. It turns your wish into a plan you can follow. Even with the best goals, motivation can fade. Everyone experiences days when the dream feels too far away. When that happens, return to your why. Why did you start this journey? Why does this goal matter to you? Your reason is the fuel that keeps you going. You can also share your goals with someone you trust, create a vision board, or reward yourself for making progress. These small actions create a supportive environment that helps you stay committed. Truth is, learning to talk about your dreams in English is not just a language exercise. It's a life exercise. You are learning to express your hopes, claim your future, and step into a version of yourself that is stronger, clearer, and more confident. With every new phrase and every sentence you speak, you're practicing not just English, but courage. As we continue exploring how to express dreams and goals in English, I want you to imagine a moment in your life when someone asked you, what do you really want? Maybe you hesitated. Maybe the words felt too big, too bold, or too complicated to say out loud. This is completely normal. Many people feel unsure when talking about their future because dreams carry emotion, vulnerability, and hope. But the more you practice expressing your dreams in English, the easier it becomes to share them with others and even with yourself. When someone asks you about your goals, you don't need to give a long explanation. You can keep it simple and still sound natural and confident. You might say, my goal this year is to read more books, or I'm working towards saving enough money for a short trip. If the person seems interested, you can add a little more by explaining why it matters to you. Saying something like, I want to read more books because it helps me relax, or I want to save money because I hope to travel someday, makes the conversation feel warm, personal, and meaningful. If a person asks follow-up questions, that's a good sign they're interested. You can continue naturally by sharing your progress. For example, I've already read 3 books so far, or I've been saving a little every month. These simple details bring your story to life. And if you're the one asking questions, you can help the conversation flow by saying, what inspired that dream? Or how are you working toward that goal? Asking questions shows kindness and curiosity. Sometimes the hardest part of following a dream is staying motivated when things get difficult. Life isn't always a smooth path. There will be days when you feel tired or when you doubt yourself. On those days, it can help to return to small steps. Instead of thinking about the entire dream, focus on one tiny action. Study English for 10 minutes. Write 1 paragraph. Practice vocabulary during breakfast. Save a little money. Small steps build confidence. Even if you move slowly, you're still moving forward. If you ever feel yourself losing motivation, try creating visual reminders. Put a picture on your wall of the place you want to visit. Write your goal on a sticky note where you will see it every morning. Tell a friend about what you want to achieve. All of these actions keep your dream alive and visible. They remind you that the future you want is worth working toward. There is also beauty in allowing your dreams to evolve. Just like Jessie from Brazil discovered, dreams don't always stay the same. Sometimes life changes your path in ways you don't expect, but that doesn't mean your dream disappears. It may simply transform. A childhood dream of becoming an athlete may turn into a passion for coaching. A dream of living in a big city might shift into wanting a quieter life. A dream of studying abroad might become a dream of building a warm home where you are now. Changing your dream doesn't mean you failed. It means you grew. And speaking of growth, learning the vocabulary and phrases to describe your dreams in English helps you grow not only linguistically but emotionally. Words like aspiration, ambition, determined, motivated, and the phrase reach for the stars help you express powerful ideas. When you say, I'm motivated to improve, or I'm determined to reach my goal, you are strengthening your mindset. You're reminding yourself that you have the ability to create change in your life. Now, I want you to picture your future self, maybe 1 year from now. Imagine that future version of you looking back at the person you are today. What will they be grateful for? What small action will they be proud you started? Maybe it will be practicing English regularly. Maybe it will be saving a little money. Maybe it will be finally believing in yourself enough to say your dream out loud. Every change begins with one simple decision to take the next step. Before we end, I want to leave you with a reflection. Your dreams are not random. They come from the deepest part of you, from your experiences, your values, your imagination, and your heart. They are signals pointing toward the life you truly want. Whether your dream is big or small, near or far, slow or urgent, it deserves space. It deserves attention. And most of all, it deserves action. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to move fast. You just need to begin. Even the smallest step can change the entire direction of your future. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today, learning how to express your dreams and goals in English. If this topic inspired you or helped you feel more confident, please remember to like this video, share it with someone who might need encouragement, and subscribe to Learn English with Sara so you never miss a new lesson. And I would truly love to hear from you, so leave a comment below telling me one dream or one goal you're working toward. Your story might inspire someone else, just like Crystal and Jesse inspired us today. Keep believing in yourself, keep speaking your dreams aloud, and keep taking small steps toward the future you imagine. You are capable of more than you think, and your dreams matter.